Okay, so I'm back. I'm reviewing the Miele Combi steam oven again, and I wanted to, in my last video on Facebook Live, I showed you the variety of issues that I was having generally with the hardware. I showed you that frequently it asked for the grease filter, but no grease filter comes with the unit, and even if it comes, it's hard to figure out, and you can't replace it because you can't find it. It shows a thermometer that is not available, blah, 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 lots of issues. But this video is not live, but is going to be used for, hold on, let me show you. To show you, oh, yes, let's start here. Get ready with this oven. I just emptied this, but having just emptied it, I have to empty it again. So I'm gonna lift the panel up, get used to doing this, and look at all these lovely fingerprints that you're gonna get. You have to push it multiple times. So literally, you're gonna be emptying more water than you have ever emptied in your life. And what I was showing before is that one of these is for condensation, the other one is for fresh water. But when you first get the oven, there's no indication on either of these which one is which. They look identical, and it's up to you to figure out this is fresh water, that is condensation. And so we'll fill up the fresh water, and you'll forgive me as I try to navigate doing this with all one hand. And I fill it up, but you don't fill it all the way up because I just realized there are lines on the side that are really hard to see. So you fill it up just to, a line that is really difficult to see, but I figured that out, felt a bit like an idiot. Oh, and this again is the instruction manual. Oh my God, it is the worst instruction manual you could ever imagine. It is a very generic in its nature. There's a bunch of recipes in it, but the whole point of this was that you're not supposed to need recipes. Okay, so now you're stuck here. You're supposed to be able to just use the software. So that's what I wanted to show you. So when it's stuck like this, you're like, oh my God, how do I push it down? You're trying to push it down, and no, that's not right. So you press lift panel to close the panel. And then, press OK to close the lift. So I didn't do it fast enough. So hold on, lift panel, that didn't work. It still didn't work. Now it's not working at all. Lovely. I want to just beat the crap out of it. Oh, now it worked. Now, let's hurry up. Oh, it's not working. Oh, there we go. So now you can see, I don't know if you can, but that is now filled with fingerprints. There's fingerprints all over this. It looks filthy. All right, let's get beyond that. Oh, God. So I want to come here and I want to cook my meal. So what do I want to do? I don't know how to start. So, all right, I use the universal power on button. Makes sense. So there's operating modes, and this is how I was using it for the most part. There's convection bake, there's surround, there's combination mode, and all of the browning, maxi boil, humidity plus, all these. Oh my God, that's so complicated. I don't know what I'm doing. So screw that. The reason I bought this was to go into Master Chef mode. So I go into Master Chef mode, and I want to make chicken. I like chicken. Chicken's healthy. It seems like chicken can be steamed, it can be baked, it can be broiled. So let's make chicken. I'm going to look for chicken, and I might have I didn't see it. So hold on. I think chicken's not called chicken, it's called poultry. So vegetables, fish, meat. I'm sure I'm looking right at it, and maybe I'm not. So I thought chicken was in here, so there is no chicken. Vegetables, rolls, fish, cake, meat, bread. I can make bread, but can I make chicken? No. Bakes, beans, rice, fruit, pasta. Oh, so maybe it's meat. Okay, all right, fine. Yeah, oh yes. So, okay, beef, lamb. Oh, poultry. Yeah, poultry sounds like chicken, so poultry. So I can make duck, gourmet chicken. I don't know what gourmet chicken. I can make freaking ostrich. I can make gourmet turkey, but I just have a chicken breast. Where's the chicken breast? All right, let's make a. All right, well, I can roast a roast. Okay, so I have to insert a grease filter. I don't know where to insert the grease filter. After much research on the internet, apparently there's a grease filter that attaches here that did not come included, and you cannot find if your life depended on Miele's site or Amazon to replace. So I've just said, okay, let's pretend I've done it. So I'll place the universal tray on shelf 1. So I've got all these fancy trays that have come with it. And, I take one of these fancy trays and I come up here and I go to shelf 1. Okay, that's shelf 1. I don't know what a universal tray is. I assume it's this. But if you see, if you take this off, it won't support it. So let's assume, I don't know why I need that on shelf 1, but I'll say, okay, I've done that. Okay, place the rack on shelf 1. So I guess this is the rack on shelf 1. So so starting there, and I just give up and say, okay, it doesn't make a difference, okay? And then, okay, oftentimes I'm trying to use this tray in some of these. They send you separate trays that fit there, so I'm not really even sure what that tray is. So let's say I wanted to start my chicken breast now, which is really a fancy whatever, poultry. How long will that take? 2 hours and 25 minutes to make a chicken breast. That is freaking ridiculous. And there's no other way to make it. So I'm going to cancel this cooking, all this, and I'm going to say, all right, well, maybe I can just search. Let's go to Master Chef, and let's go to search. Let's go chicken. Oh, see, you can see it's already not even, the keyboard is so horrible, and it doesn't click. Chicken. 2 hits. So it should show you the hits, but I guess you press that. So the 2 options for chicken are chicken pilaf and gourmet chicken. So it's just, it's insane. So let's go back. Let's go back and let's try to do something else here. Oh my God. So let's pretend I want to make a meal. And there's like special modes. Menu cooking. There's a menu cooking. And like when I'm here, I'm like, okay, well, maybe I missed. I have Sabbath program. I have proof. I don't know what proof is. I've got reheat. I got sanitized cookware, canning, blanch, but no chicken. So I want to go to menu cooking, which looked super cool. So I want to make chicken. So I go to, I figure, all right, let's go to meat. And meat, this time meat is only beef and pork. There's no fancy poultry here at all. It's just, so I'm thinking, all right, it's just horrible. And there's no search function once you get into menu cooking. And let's assume I want to make meat, and I'll make pork, and I got I have a pork chop. I don't have a pork tenderloin. I have a pork chop. So, I could go on and on and on and on and on. Don't ever buy a Miele Combi steam oven unless you are a master chef and want a very complicated machine that requires more water than a human being should drink on a daily basis. That's my review. Bye-bye.